dark. Here we are. Hello. Bell.
It's Emily night.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for session 8 of The World Ends Thursday, a Monster of the Week actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To find all sessions of this game, visit happyjacks.org/worldendsThursday. And to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. I am Clara. I am your keeper of mysteries, secrets. I forget it every time. We have this conversation every fucking week. And we have a slightly smaller cast today because the rest of the Happy Jacks team has abandoned me. I'm looking at you, Alex. You specifically.
I came back in your hour of need.
But
is what happened.
Emily came back in our hour of need, and we love her so much. We've missed her. In fact, do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Emily St. James. I am playing in the game tonight. I'm back at work and my brain no works so good anymore. I am playing Rachel Goodnow. She was the expert. She was a 42-year-old recipe blogger who also accidentally knew a lot about the supernatural. But in this episode, she's a 17-year-old chosen one. So it's 1996. The Macarena's sweeping the nation. And the #1 movie's Independence Day. So join us, won't you?
Thank you for looking up those facts. And
I just knew those facts.
I don't know how it looks on the screen, but on my left, donning the coolest jacket I have ever fucking seen. Jason, do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Greg. And this is my actual Letterman's jacket from 1995. So not exactly the right year. Props couldn't update it in time, but we'll just throw them under the bus whenever you can. I hope Puja's listening. I'm playing Greg, who's also 17. Is Rachel's on again, off again boyfriend, and on currently.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have agreed to go to the homecoming dance together. Everyone else in the cast of this show is like, oh, Jesus Christ. Again.
Let's be clear. They're on again, off again because the writers fucking keep going back to that like drama.
Yeah.
And that's fine because that's what the kind of show this is.
There's also like a whole bunch of other sexy teens around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All played by 31-year-olds.
Yeah, obviously.
All played by 31-year-olds, as is the tradition of our not-so-CW show.
I do need for context, is this before or after Greg gets with Rachel's vampire boyfriend?
I think that is a season 5 college storyline that they're like, now's the time to do this. Because like they're also the ratings are starting to flag and they're like, well, this will be fun. And instead it's just, everyone's like, well, that's cool. And then they read a bunch of fanfic about it. And it's not the tension there that they wanted because they should just be a throuple. Like this show should just end with everyone in a polycule.
Yeah.
Is what should happen.
Every time so many things would be solved with polyamory and also wouldn't be because I've seen those things go very wrong. Speaking of things going wrong,
we don't even have Google Calendar yet.
Yeah, you don't have Google Calendar. Like, how can you be in a polyamorous relationship? You don't have Google. We are using X cards as safety tools, minor content warnings, generational trauma. I'm so sorry. Every game I will ever run for the rest of my life, I think, is going to be characterized by parents being shitty. But we all have X cards at the table. We all go through our lines and veils in pre-production, session 0. That's the word I'm looking for. And we're doing a flashback episode. Do I need to recap anything? I don't think
Can I just do the lore of the
let's get a little context.
Yeah, now that you're no longer on strike, can I have you back as scripty?
So we have been playing a game called The World Ends Thursday, which is the 2020s reboot of a show of 2020's Netflix reboot of a show from the 90s. This is going to be an episode of the show from the 90s, which was centered on the character of Rachel Wright, who was a teenage girl who suddenly found herself in a bunch of wild situations, fighting monsters, dealing with threats to the world, dealing with apocalyptic stuff. And of course, she started to realize that she was the chosen one because that's how these stories go. She was played by an actor named Autumn Westfield, and Autumn Westfield went on to have a rich and satisfying career. She was nominated for an Oscar in 2007. Those are all important things to know that will have a lot of bearing on the game. Anyway, Rachel had her friends. She did not have a Giles. I was just informed. She had her friends and her parents. Her friends included Greg, vampire boyfriend Lucian, another on-again, off-again love interest, a sweet nerdy boy named Howie, who was supposed to be a part of a love triangle, but just ended up being a superfluous character, but the fans liked him.
Howie came with a catchphrase, and I don't think he ever, like, got with the fans because of it.
Yeah.
Because he would walk into a room and say, "How we doing?"
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like, they tried the laugh track. Like, the first 2 episodes have a laugh track and, like, an in-studio audience energy.
Why?
And they were bad because they didn't know any better because it was, like, the first 2 episodes.
All right. As the showrunner. No.
I'm ruining my own show.
Kathy Carpenter, a witch, and Sandy Shanday, a lesbian tech person.
Why she gotta be lesbian?
Because she marries a woman.
Yeah.
But like obviously she could be pan, but I feel like Sandy is a sapphic.
Sandy is
sapphic Sandy. Sapphic Sandy.
Yeah. That's the
His dad is played by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love the lore of this thing, even if it's completely incomprehensible to anyone else.
Sapphic Sandy is one of my favorite summer drinks.
Sapphic Sandy, yeah. Oh man.
The Sapphic Sandy Shanday was a thing that I believe that Fat Tire introduced a few years ago. Yeah.
Yes, it was part of their Pride collection. Anyway.
It was only available during Pride Month.
My other brief warning is I have no one fact check me on the 90s is all I'm gonna say. I was born in the 90s, therefore I'm technically a child of the 90s. We'll leave it at that. But yes, I have The Chosen, so I can see what moves you have. I think having a Giles is one of the things you can get, which is
I'm not going to have a Giles though. I do have marked an ancient cult found you, and that's how. But given the backstory we've developed, I have like sort of a twist on that. I didn't realize they were an ancient cult, but
of course not.
I mean,
anyway,
it could be my cult was sent to keep an eye on things.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. So yes, I invite everyone to relax, put on their widest Jinko jeans, and join us. It's weird because it's all the same nowadays. Like, our fashion is completely...
The 90s are hot right now.
Yeah. Man. All right. So...
Bill Clinton is president. It's 1996. Bob Dole is running against him. Let's see what else is happening. Friends is still on. ER is the #1 show on television. So
The Simpsons is running.
The Simpsons is still running.
Imagine.
It is once again autumn. It is once again Thursday. It is Rachel, you do not live in the beautiful, sprawling, Victorian-esque, I think is what I said, Goodnow manse that you have in the year 2000. Instead, you are living with your parents in town. Still similar neighborhood to where you will eventually live. Oh no, timelines. It is a large New England style home, horizontal, wood slats. Anyone who is listening and has been with me traveling will know I get really weird about architecture.
Let's get weird about architecture. Let's do it.
But no, it is like your parents keep a clean, lovely home. Mostly in shades of gray and beige on the interior. Like everything's very clean and plush. But yeah, you're an only child, yes?
I believe we established that I am an only child. That whatever psychic energy was funneled to create Rachel Wright, there was only enough of it to make one of her. What if it was like twins and there was like little psychic energy spill off that made like a Danny DeVito
in the womb?
Well, that's a season 6 plotline. We don't need to deal with that.
Yeah, listen, that's for when we scrape the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
we're halfway down. But yes, your parents It's a balmy autumn morning. You're getting ready for school. You're still applying to colleges at this point, right?
Yeah.
Our resident high school teaching expert.
Yep. Well, wait,
yeah.
what month is it?
God.
It's October.
It's October.
October
Okay.
5th.
So that means also that we can say homecoming already happened.
Yes, homecoming has already happened.
Yeah. So in October, yes, you're still applying. You may be expecting some early action stuff in a couple months, but yeah.
It's October 3rd. That's a Thursday.
It's October 3rd. Did you apply? But yes, so as usual, you are, it's a normal morning. Are you, sorry, I gotta turn my laptop into airplane mode somehow. Did you apply anywhere early?
Yes. I applied to Summerfield University, right? What's the name of the college here? There's a name for it.
I know.
This is why Blythe needs to be here so he can read us.
Blythe, you've abandoned us too. No, I'm not kidding. This is Blythe. I have it written down.
But yeah, that's the school here in town.
University.
Yeah, the school here in town is the one that her parents want her to go to. She's applied there. She's also applied to UCLA and University of Washington, which both have very good programs in what she wants to do, which is veterinary science. But they don't have that program here in town. For some reason, Rachel wants to get very far away from where she grew up.
Yeah,
and she doesn't realize she's a character in a television show who will not be allowed to do that. So
that is true. What does a morning look like for Rachel Wright as she's getting ready for school?
She doesn't sleep a lot because she's out doing monster stuff at night. So she rolls out of bed kind of at the last possible minute and goes and like walks through the shower and like always has to like crack a bone back into place. And she's very like casually dressed. The first few seasons played up that she was like a big nerd, but like now we're in season 4, so they're like, well, actually this actress is very pretty, so we're gonna like style her a little bit better. She's wearing like a nice sweater and some jeans, and she's like sort of nursing her shoulder because that got really hurt last night. She goes down and has a bowl of that instant oatmeal, those packets. She pours it in, makes a little, and eats it. And just, sort of, I was going to say scrolls through her phone, but she can't do that.
No.
Picks up the daily newspaper and just sort of looks through it to see if there's any weirdness about.
The newspaper has been in your entire time being a monster hunter, monster fighter. You have started to notice that the newspaper is profoundly bad at reporting on weirdness. You have to dig pretty far into the paper to find anything if there is weirdness. It's part of it, like your friend Kathy and Sandy, both of them are kind of dedicated to trying to get more awareness and news out there. Kathy writes for the newspaper that you're the photographer for, and Sandy has been on the forums doing the forum thing. But you open it and like the weather, the next harvest festival is happening soon. The main headline of the local paper is talking about the huge drama because the mayor wants to move the location of the harvest festival. And there's going to be a town hall meeting about it. In fact, as you're looking through it, your mother comes in, and the first thing she does is wipe away. When you open instant oatmeal and like milk powder or whatever like is in there.
Yeah, flavor powder.
She wipes away. She wipes away a little like imaginary mote of flavor powder or whatever that's on the counter. And actually comes back with a rag to get it. She, without looking at you, is going about her morning. She's making her coffee black, her toast same color, just a reminder, you have you still have your internship tonight, right?
Yeah.
You have been interning with the local vet.
Yes, I do. I do have my internship tonight with Dr. Carruthers.
Wonderful. And then afterwards, your father and I will be at a board meeting, but afterwards, do you think you could swing by the school because there's going to be a mixer for students and prospective and college recruiters for
Um,
Summerfield.
maybe I was gonna go out with some of my friends, like, and maybe just, you know, homecoming, like the big fall formal is coming for the after the Harvest Festival. There's like a famous every year. There's like a big high school dance around the time of the Harvest Festival, and I got to get a dress, and you know, I mean, I know people are sick of Greg and I getting together, breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, but like I really like. I think this time it's gonna stick. I think this is it. Canonically, can I just say that this is the time that it sticks? Like, obviously they fuck around a little bit because it's a TV show, but yeah, they're together now.
Your mom sort of gives you a look that's a like, she doesn't like how messy your relationship with Greg has been. And she's never been a huge Greg fan. Like, your parents have never been huge Greg stans, to be quite honest.
Well, they read the original series Bible and were like, this guy's supposed to be the antagonist.
Yeah. And she sort of, I would much rather you be focusing on your future than Greg.
Greg could be my future. You don't know.
We'd rather he wasn't. In fact, we're pretty sure he won't be.
I mean, I'm probably gonna want to, like, I don't know, you know, be with somebody when I'm older. Like when I'm your age, I probably want to like have like a husband or, you know, a spouse, and like maybe I want to have kids. And like I think that Greg would be good at being a dad. Yeah. She's like trying really hard to like.
Should we cut to Greg's morning?
Your mom sniffs in like what you can only assume is her opinion of Greg at fatherhood.
Yeah.
And takes a sip of her coffee before well, maybe you and Greg can stop by then.
If it's that important to you, I'm sure that we can go, but you've already kind of decided where I'm going to go to college, right? You've made up my mind for me.
We would like you to go to Summerfield.
Okay.
And every time you've asked your mom about college, that has been her response.
Yeah.
Not a like, you will, but just a firm, we would like.
Okay. Well, I might want to go somewhere else. And maybe Greg would also want to go somewhere else. And maybe that would be the same place, or maybe it would be different. And like you know, I'm almost 18. I'm going to be 18 in November. I get to make up my own mind sometimes.
If Greg goes somewhere else, that'll be good for Greg. We'll see you tonight then.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a common way she's ended conversations with you.
Yeah.
Whether or not you pay attention to that. Ooh. You notice also on the counter, which is usually fairly empty. This is the kind of kitchen that when your parents have people over, no one can know people live here. That energy. But you notice on the counter, you do have like message, like mail from school that has like Rachel's grades have been slipping, those kind of things, because you're out a lot. But I don't think it's gonna affect your college. Anyway. Greg.
Yeah.
We actually haven't talked a lot about your home life.
Sure.
What's your morning like?
So I'm picturing a lot of that early antagonism was Greg not being comfortable with his, let's say, like lower income background, and we get Greg like now is like pretty content, but he is in the like double wide, you know, like not trailer, but like you know,
prefab home.
Yeah, prefab, and parents are already at work, and he has a secret cookbook that he has open on the counter, and he is like trying to make brownies in this shitty little oven that they have. and is up like at sunrise to try to do this, to take it with him, because I think he comes to pick up Rachel before school, right? Like to drive the two of them to school.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try to take a tray of brownies, but I'm pretty sure it turns into like doing around, like he's like trying to get the right amount of gel into his hair, and then suddenly there's smoke coming from the oven and the alarm's going off and somebody's outside yelling at him to turn the alarm off, and
Oh man.
so just the brownies are a disaster, and but he leaves the house with that veneer of like everything's fine. And this is just a little autobiographical for me.
Do you bring the failed brownies with you?
No one will know of this. The cookbook goes back under his mattress, where there should be some porno mags, but it's like cookbooks and like better home and living,
There's some train timetables from the 40s under there.
Yeah.
Just,
I forgot about the trains. Thank you.
As you actually cross a train track to get from your place to Rachel's.
Oh, well, hold on. Before we get there, we go out to the 1969 black Camaro with white detailing and the hood scoop that is fully rebuilt. There was a whole like arc in episode 2 of him like
there was a whole greaser arc
bonding with his dad again, and like they're working on it together, and like that's nice for them. And it is a like a good kind of growly masculine car. So but yeah, as he goes over the train tracks, for some reason he kisses his hands and puts on the ceiling on the roof of the car, because that's what you do when you go over train tracks. And
yeah, on your way to school, no one will ever know about the failed brownie experiment.
No.
Has Greg applied to colleges yet?
Yeah, he's had some talk with football recruiters, and it is not being just automatically offered anything, but has some pretty promising options out there that hopefully will work out. But he's gonna also have to, like, he can't just skate in on their like D3 football program,
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so that is he's
the good news for Greg is, if he's trying to make his resume look better, the current captain of the football team took what you and Rachel know as a werewolf, or a teen wolf, to the knee.
Oh.
A few episodes ago.
Okay.
So they need a new captain.
Right.
He'll just be that he redshirted. He's out for the rest of this.
Okay.
The episode like highlighted him, and then it was like, why are we showing a lot of highlight on this one dude?
Yeah.
And then he just gets teen wolfed.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are waiting to find. So today is theoretically the day. It is Thursday. There's probably a game tomorrow night that you should be.
Yeah.
Y'all should know who's captain for. But otherwise, you've got some irons in the fire with college things. Is there any place local or abroad you want to go?
We're on the East Coast. Is that right?
Yeah. Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, played by Toronto.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. So the
you don't have to.
There's a lot of like following around Rachel's applications.
So UCLA, University of Washington, etc.
Yeah.
Before you head out, you actually check the mail.
Okay.
And there is a letter from University of Cambridge.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I'll just stuff that in my bag and, just tear out. And I think there's a lot of like, a little bit of like fast driving.
Yeah.
But then when we're a couple blocks away from Rachel's house, we slow right down and just rumble up. Very responsible looking. As
your car pulls out in front of Rachel's, Rachel's dad is kissing Rachel's mom goodbye. Your dad is a silver fox. We're not going to get too far into it because I have a show to get to. But he gray suit, silver hair, getting into his.
He's played by John Slattery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting into his equally beige, grayish car to head to work. Your dad, from what you understand, your dad is on the several boards of something.
Yeah, but they have board meetings all the time.
They have board meetings all the time and mixers. It's weird.
How do I know Greg is here? Do I just know? Or do you like...
I mean, you could probably hear the car.
Yeah.
Even going slow,
Absolutely.
it's just, you know, it's a distinctive growl.
Yeah. So yeah, Rachel runs right past her mom's like, bye, Mom. Does the press the kissed fingers to her mom's cheek. And then gets in the car and goes, drive.
Okay. And I pull out at a very responsible pace in front of her parents.
Can we stop and pick up Sandy? She needed a ride today.
Yeah, okay, sure.
By the way, you know how my parents don't want you to be my boyfriend?
Yeah.
I'm going to start calling you my boyfriend from now on. So if you want to call me your girlfriend, that's okay now. That's totally fine.
Okay, that's great.
I don't care what they think. I like you.
Oh,
So
I like you too. I was afraid that
Yeah.
conversation was going somewhere else. So
no. It's going where it's going, which is good.
yeah. Yeah,
That was
cool.
the fastest DTR. I love it. Yeah, cool. Excellent. You've defined the relationship. Our boyfriend, girlfriend, check yes. Did it?
Yeah.
Done it? Good.
What's DTR?
Define the relationship.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's a thing we don't know because we grew up in the 90s
Yeah.
instead of the 2000s or whatever it was.
We stopped, mid 2000, we stopped using words for things and just,
Nobody had time.
No one had
there was
time.
no time.
I still had to use the T9. I had to
Oh, yeah.
had to press the 2 so many times.
Yeah. I wrote a letter and sent it by donkey. I had all the
you
time.
didn't have pigeons? I had a pigeon.
Oh, no, we didn't have pigeons. It was too expensive.
Old donkey though. Weird. No one should. People have tried to map the Summerfield. As far as like fans have tried and no one can get a solid map of Summerfield because the writers did not care. Sandy Shenday is on your way to school today.
But the other time she was way out of the way.
Yeah, she's actually
Yeah, okay.
There was an ill-advised, terrible video game that came out in like 2004 after the show had ended, and that tried to like create an open world Summerfield, but there was just so that's like the closest thing there is to canon.
Fans
but it's a mess.
hated it.
Yeah.
Also, anyway, shovelware. But yes, they on your way you find Sandy
Sapphic Sandy Shanday.
Big Sandy Shenday.
Thank
You
you.
ruined me. You head to her place. Is this a common thing that you pick her up, or is this a like?
We really frequently will pick various other members of the gang up because as a television writer, I know that's a great way to like get people to talk. But just in terms of like the like the world, like all these characters live right close to each other. Greg has a cool car. Rachel likes showing off Greg's cool car and that she has a boyfriend because the second Sandy gets in the car, she's like, Greg and I are girlfriend boyfriend now.
Oh yeah, and you do have to like get out and pull your seat forward for her to like climb in the tiny back seat.
Yeah, Sandy clambers over the back seat to like get in the back of the car. No idea how you fit the whole Scooby Gang in here, but you do. She hops in behind you. For real this time?
Yeah.
Promise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pinky promise.
For real.
Mm-hmm. Pinky promise.
Yeah.
She like pinky promises, but you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I've decided I don't care what my parents think about it. They don't get to say in my life, you know?
I mean,
Especially in who I date and like that. You know?
you're gonna be 18 in November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Weird.
So like,
Your parents are really uptight. You know that, right?
I mean, they're fine. Like they just like worry about me. They're normal. It's okay.
Cool. So we're still on. We're gonna see. What's the dudes? Where's my car? We're gonna see Mission Impossible tonight.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Absolutely.
promised.
Yes, absolutely. We're gonna go.
Is Tom Cruise in this one?
I don't think he's in the first couple.
He's in the first one.
Is he?
He's in
Okay.
all of them. He's in all of them.
Tom Cruise is my one
I
exception.
like to imagine that Greg was just like, I don't think he's in the first couple, as though he has like
advanced
knowledge of the Mission Impossible.
Well, we know
it's also inaccurate.
We know Greg is deeply invested in Dude, Where's My Car, even though he found this on
the web. Having the fortunes, the prophecies, is my initiate power. So I'm just saying.
You do know what movies are coming up.
We should definitely do that. Tom Cruise is your one exception.
My
We
one
talked
exception.
about this before.
We talked about it before.
Yeah. It's like I have like 70 exceptions. What?
We're done. Like, we're done with SAT shit.
I have to go to this college mixer. Will you come with me? You have to come too.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
I mean, you don't have to. You can like make up your own mind and stuff. But like, I told my parents I was going to hang out with my friends tonight, and they said, "No, you have to go to this." And I said, "I'm going to hang out with my friends." And they said, "You could bring your friends to the mixer." And I said, "Okay." So
yeah, I mean, I got to practice after school,
That's
but
fine.
Other than that, so
that's
Yeah,
fine.
I just have to swing by. It's the '90s computer club.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just have to swing by computer club. We're just working on like a group hackathon thing.
Are you doing stuff on the information superhighway?
Absolutely.
Great.
It's only the future of all communication. However, and also it's the only hour they let us right after school is the only hour they let us because the dial-up will fuck up the phones.
Yeah, they won't be able to do morning announcements.
Yeah.
And
I have no idea how this works.
And Kathleen's in
Greg
that.
doesn't know either.
Kathleen's in that club too, right?
Yeah.
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 So you guys so you guys tear off
Can I make my fortunes roll real quick
please.
just so we have it done?
Do it now.
It's got all those holds. Ugh.
Mission Impossible is going to be a good film
Greg
series.
is so weird. 11 plus 2 is 13.
Motherfucker.
Baby.
What does your thing do?
Once per the mystery, roll plus weird. You look at what the future holds. Roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, hold 3, and I can spend my hold 2. Have a useful object ready. Be somewhere you are needed just in time. Take +1 forward or give +1 forward to another hunter. Or retroactively warn someone about an attack so that it doesn't happen.
What are you gonna do? What are you doing with
Nothing. That's just my hold. I'm just gonna sit on it like a chicken.
Okay. I hate when my players roll really well. I hate when you roll poorly too. What am I saying?
I need you to know that I took negative cool, and there's a move called the big entrance, in which I have to make a showy entrance and roll plus cool. And like, I took that move because it means I get to make a big speech, but like.
And then whiff.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I'm so excited for you to go to this fucking mixer later then. As you're driving, Sandy baps your arm in a way that you should not do to a driver.
Yeah.
Pull over. We got to go get Howie.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think that is going to turn into a like very inappropriate e-brake drift, like to make a turn that I could have just like turned the next block as well, but you know.
Yeah, absolutely. But she's like, I was on the phone with him last night. He just gotten back from a Cub Scouts meeting, and he just seemed weird. I'm just worried a little bit. It's fine, but she
Is Howie our age?
How's your age?
Or is he be Boy Scouts?
Is it Boy Scouts?
Yeah, you can't be a Cub Scout.
I think it's Eagle Scouts at that point.
Well, you can get to Eagle Scout if you want to.
I think he's an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
I think again know very little about anything, to be quite honest.
That's okay.
But yeah, after his when he got back from his Eagle Scout meeting, he was saying he was kind of stressed. So I just want to check in on him.
I wasn't allowed to join the Girl Scouts.
Really?
Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
Rachel's parents wouldn't let her?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Weird.
sucks.
You're not missing much.
Yeah. I did like the cookies though.
I got kicked out because I tried to unionize the Girl Scouts.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like you. Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys pull up to Howie's place. Howie's parents are huge fans of their seasonal novelty mailboxes. That's the kind, like, there are an unsettling amount of garden figurines in their front on their front like lawn and on their porch. And when Sandy piles out first, again climbs over Rachel to get out of the car. If
Instead
you guys are
of
gonna
just
follow,
like Rachel getting out.
yeah, if you guys are gonna follow, you can.
Yeah. Hop out.
Yeah. I'll follow up.
Usually with Howie, you guys can like run around the back and just like yell, but it's the morning. He should know you guys are here to pick him up.
Yeah, and Greg's car is not sneaky.
So no one answers when you knock on the front door.
Howie, let's go.
Howie, we need to get to school. This is Rachel. Hi. Hello.
Bro.
Nothing.
Does Sandy have a cellular telephone?
Sandy does.
I'm going to try the door handle.
As you reach for the door handle, it swings completely open, and Howie's mom is there. Oh, hi.
Hi, Howie's mom.
Her name is Wanda Peeves.
Mrs.
Howie
Mrs.
Peeves. Oh, no. Are you looking for Howie?
Yeah.
He's upstairs. You should probably wake him up. It seems like he's still sleeping.
Oh, crap. He's not. Okay, I better let me handle this.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you scrabble upstairs.
Yeah.
Double check something really fast. Yeah, you scrabble upstairs, knock on his door is closed. It still has the no girls allowed and stickers on it. He's our 90s nerd.
Yeah, he's doing his best.
No answer if you
I just try the door.
You try the door, it swings open. Howie is in bed.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have you roll sharp.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to roll, so nothing terribly bad is happening.
Is this like read a bad situation? sort of
Yeah.
thing? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, that is a 6.
Cool. So, yeah, Howie looks like it's Howie. Like you go to wake him up.
Bro, come on, we gotta go.
He. Yeah, what time is it?
We're gonna be late, man. You gotta get up and get ready now. And I'm throwing jeans at him and a t-shirt. I'm just grabbing stuff in the room.
Yeah, he is moving real slow. It doesn't seem like anything's particularly wrong. He's still a teenage boy.
Okay.
But like, he's moving weirdly slow.
Okay. Well, like weird enough that I would maybe roll a magic about it, or
you could. Howie has a catchphrase. Like that's the kind of energy Howie brings to the table.
Yeah. Do we know the catchphrase, or
yeah? How we doing?
Oh, how we doing? Okay.
It's bad,
buddy. How we doing?
I'm doing great. Where are we headed? What are we doing?
School. You gotta put the pants on before the shoes, bud.
Oh, yeah. He starts unlacing his shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Where's your stuff? Where's your bag? Is this your homework? Okay.
I didn't finish my homework.
Look, nobody does. I've been trying to tell you this for 3 years.
But I'm gonna be.
I want to like look in his eye. Like, what is happening here? Is he high? Like,
he doesn't look inebriated. Like, no bloodshot eyes. No, I mean bloodshot, but like stress bloodshot.
Yeah.
He looks dehydrated. Like,
okay.
A little like sallow.
Okay.
But he seems just out of it. Like he's kind of permanently dissociated.
Okay. So, hear me out. One of the options under use magic is observe another place or time.
Yeah.
And
Go for it.
what I'm thinking is like I want to see Howie out of like what happened to him.
Yeah.
Does that sound like an okay use of that?
I'm gonna have you get kind of specific because, like, the read. Well, although you did the read a bad situation, you have a 6.
Yeah, I did bad on that.
You did bad
So,
on that, but so I'm gonna make you tell me when you want to read for Howie, or what time you want to read Howie at.
I want to read him like I don't know. I assume Howie goes to bed at like 9 p.m.
Like
So
9:30, yeah.
yeah,
10 if he's really feeling frisky.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot like 8 hours ago and just see like what was Howie doing 8 hours ago.
8 hours ago.
You want me to roll this?
Yeah. Why don't you roll?
Oh no.
What? Oh no.
Hold on. I might use one of my holds because I really
Okay.
want to know what's going on with this kid.
Good.
And failing a magic roll is not great.
Man, what would we like to keep failing rolls?
I don't know. Okay, this is not applicable to what I'm doing. So I have a total of 5 on use magic, which it says here is fine and not a problem. That's how I read that.
That's how you read that. What happens when you have a 5 on use magic? Remind me.
Okay.
Usually
On
have-
a miss, there are. Wait a minute. The glitch is 10 plus 7 and 9. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has. Oh, on a 7 and 9 is an effect and a glitch, and then it doesn't say.
I'm gonna assume it just goes bad.
It's just a glitch, yeah. Like, so
All right.
any of those you want to use are fine. Do you have the glitch list there?
I do.
Okay.
I am deciding how. Okay, so you're gonna have a little bit of a problematic side effect, and also you don't really quite know so you didn't go back far enough. That'll be the magic of it. The fail. You don't go back far enough. What you see? How do you do this? Like, are you touching him? Are you like mind melding?
Yeah, like I have to make eye contact for this particular usage, and then my eyes go all starry, and I'm trying to like
that's so Raven.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you are, so you see Howie coming home from Eagle Scouts. He's in his little Eagle Scout uniform, and he just looks beat to hell. Like, he looks so tired already. As he's walking into his room, you hear his mom go, "Did you finish your homework?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm working on it." And he just looks, as he's going in, his mom calls upstairs, calls him, and remember you have to take your sister to soccer practice tomorrow. And also Friday we're having Shabbos with the cones. So like his mom is calling back to him some of his schedule for the
Okay, so soccer practice is today.
soccer practice today. And you see Howie drop his backpack and pull his like notebooks out and stuff and getting ready to do homework and do his homework and write down the rest of his extracurricular things. Howie is also in computer club. He is also which he makes a note of, and he's also trying to, because you guys are kind of friends, like AV club and a couple other things, and a film aficionado club.
Yeah.
Which all has meetings today and tomorrow. But that's what he looks at. And then that's
I think
all you got.
there was a big scene where I invited Howie to sit with me in the cafeteria one time because the kids were picking on him, and then like come sit with a quarterback, that kind of thing.
It's rad.
Yeah.
And you like, even in his room, there's there's mementos of like all of you guys hanging out, but there's definitely like Polaroids of like Howie and Greg just like, we're friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you see. You see is like all of his stuff is still out, and as you come out of the vision, you are hit with that same bone deep exhaustion.
Oh, that's not great. Rach.
You and Sandy is not going to stay outside that long. She's not that good. Sandy's like the first person to jump into shit.
Yeah, Rachel's just regaling Sandy with news about her knowledge that she can't just let her parents decide everything for her. Like, what if I want to go to college somewhere they don't want me to go? I could go to college somewhere else. Don't you think I could go to college somewhere else?
Yeah.
Wait, did Greg just yell my name?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's go inside.
Okay.
Hi, Mrs. Peeves.
I'm good.
Good.
My giant network too.
Hi, Mrs. Peeves. Bye, Mrs. Peeves. We got to go check on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys. Sandy would run behind you, but like you're kind of taking the lead because you were called.
Yeah.
And she'd run in front of you otherwise. Yeah. Howie is in a full somnambulistic state. Like he is just he's moving like he is moving through molasses. And Greg, you are
I feel like I like
exhausted.
took a knee to make eye contact because he was like sitting on the bed, and I took a
Yeah.
knee to like look at him, like what is happening, and I'm still stuck on like
Yeah.
hand on the bed, like looking dizzy and
You feel like you've been awake for like 4 days.
okay,
What's,
You know how like also you're anxious but exhausted?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
that combo.
yeah.
what's going on? Greg, what's going on?
There's I don't. It's okay. Greg actually does know about magic. Okay. It's like some kind of curse or something. I don't. I'm so tired all of a sudden, and so's Howie, and I don't understand what's happening. It just backfired onto me, and I mean, don't get it on you, but we gotta figure out what's happening because I'm about to pass out.
Howie, do you have Alta Vista on that computer?
Sorry. Howie looks Alta Vista.
I just like, can Sandy do some searching for what's going on right now? I was going to say Google, but this is pre-Google.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sandy. Yeah. And he like indicates like Sandy's gonna go to the computer.
Sandy, look
That
up exhaustion curses or whatever. I'm gonna see if I can kick
this
something.
is kind of a Kathy thing. I don't do curses,
But
right?
you can Alta Vista really well,
I can.
or Yahoo.
I can search
Ask-
it. I will ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves, he'll know.
Finder spider it. Sandy cracks her knuckles.
Mm.
And I does what every true 90s hacker does and gets typing away. No mouse is allowed in this place.
Yeah.
As she starts
Get on CompuServe.
yeah, she starts looking things up. I mean, I can ask people on the forums. Again, Kathy's way is the more curses thing. I'm here to synthesize information and get you into places that you're not supposed to be.
Well, I'm gonna read a bad situation
Go for it.
because
This is a bad situation, and you should read it.
yeah, that's a 4.
This is
Man,
going great.
it's going great. In fairness, this is something y'all feel quite a bit. I feel like, especially just so tired, just so tired. Sandy is looking. She's like, I don't even know what to Google here. Like, she doesn't use the word Google. I don't even know what to like search here. It says if you could be burned out, you could be like, we're in high school. Like,
Can you use your cellular telephone to call Kathy?
yes.
Because yeah, what are the consequences for failing read a bad? You just don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
you kind of just don't know what's going on, which is rough.
Maybe it's not a curse, maybe they're just really sleepy. But I saw Greg like just a little while ago and he seemed pretty much
Yeah.
himself. He seemed pretty much my beloved boyfriend. Greg and I are girlfriend boyfriend now.
Howie looks at you and goes, "You and Lucian?"
No,
Dude.
no.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
man.
You gotta wake up, and I'm just what were we talking about?
Sandy's on the phone, like is calling. She pulls the full antenna out on the phone. It is shaped like this.
Yeah. Oh, but did I tell you, I have students now in real life who are unsure about the phone icon. Like, why does it look like that?
Oh, why the phone has like a earpiece and a mouthpiece?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've met children who do a flat hand to the face because that's what an iPhone looks like when you put it to your face.
Yeah.
It's bonkers. No, this phone is, if you make a fist, for our podcast listeners, make a fist, extend your thumb and your pinky. That's the shape of the phone.
Bro.
I'm surprised you know about that, Clara, since you, as we've established, were born in 2012.
I
Yeah.
was born in 2012. I'm gonna riot.
Like 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
You're a very precocious 11-year-old.
Thank you. I was always called a very precocious 11-year-old.
I still am.
I still am a precocious 11-year-old. Sandy hangs up. I don't know how they hang up. Is it a nosy thing? Is it a boopy thing?
Usually you go boop and you end it.
You hear the boop of the mobile telephone. Kathy's not picking up. Kathy's probably at school already.
Do you mean the cordless phone in the house?
No.
Or
it's a
actual
full
like mobile?
cell phone.
Wow. Okay.
Cellular
Great.
telephone.
Sandy
Got
Shanday is up to date on all the hottest
Got
tech.
it.
And
okay.
her father, Lin-Manuel Miranda's like, here you go. I'm buying you
It's
everything.
just rich as heck.
Just he does something with finance.
Oh.
The writers
okay.
have not different.
Yeah.
decided.
Cool.
He does something vague, financial related. Sandy's parents and Rachel's parents are friends. Kathy's probably at school because it is now, what time do people get to school? 7:55.
Yeah. Okay. So, I want to try and I keep forgetting that Sandy and Howie are not actually here and playing.
I don't have character sheets for them. I can have them assist you, but I can't
No, that's okay. I want to manipulate someone to get. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. I want to manipulate Greg into waking up.
I will let you try. I will let you use magic on it. I will let you harm him. This is just a side effect of bad roll, essentially. So, I'm not gonna punish Greg by making him fully zombified.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel as bad as how he seems.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll roll investigate a mystery.
Yeah.
Because I think this is pretty mysterious
It
right
is
now.
fucking weird.
Okay, that time I got an 8.
Excellent. Cool. You hold 1. You can spend that hold to ask a question. I will let you ask any question beyond solve the problem for me, please.
Solve the problem for me, please.
I bid more plot.
So, what is being concealed here? What's the hidden thing?
Okay, so you look at Howie. You notice on his desk his day planner is out.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle Scouts meet at the Eagle Scouts usually meet in the multi-purpose room of the high school.
Right.
Where the not going to throw that fully together with you yet. You notice that a lot of his clubs and things that he was doing are actually still on campus. This is not a normal thing, but you do know weirdness tends to happen at high school.
Of course. We've all been to high school.
We've all been to high school.
Yep.
But he seems really overworked right now.
Mm-hmm.
In a way that again, in the vision that Greg had, his mom was reminding him of things he has to do. You even kind of feel it. Even you feel a little bit tired as you think back to your parents asking you to do all of the things and all of the extracurriculars. And you're still checking the mailbox, waiting for any of those acceptances to come in.
Yeah.
And so you can't slip now. But this feels.
I've got that letter I got folded up in my back pocket.
Yeah.
I haven't opened it yet.
This feels like that, but on steroids.
Okay.
Does that answer your question slightly?
Yeah. I'm gonna. boy, I think taking Howie to high school seems like a bad way to deal with this.
Howie is slowly shambling towards his backpack. Sandy is like, what are we doing?
Hey, let's skip school.
Well, hold on. We find out who's going to be captain this like today, and if I skip school, like I'm going to get in trouble with coach.
So we'll sneak you back in like last period. You can like do the school records. You could say he was there.
I can. Is there something wrong with school?
I think that we're all feeling very busy and stressed out, and it would be good to not go to school.
Okay.
This is Rachel's dirtbag arc.
Yeah. And you when you looked at like you could see Howie's like day planner and stuff. Mm-hmm. He has not he is apparently at school until about 9:30 at night. Mm-hmm. So he gets home from school, goes to bed, and then wakes up to go to school at 7. He now spends more time there than he does at home or anywhere else.
Howie, how would you feel about not going to school? Let's go see Mission Impossible. They have like a 10 a.m. show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're way cheaper too, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Sandy looks between all of you. Are you sure I'm still waiting to hear back from Princeton. I don't want my record to get messed up.
We'll have Kathy magic a thing or something. It'll be fine.
Okay. Should we get Kathy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get Kathy.
Claire, I don't know what I would roll for this, but my sect.
Mm-hmm.
Try to enunciate that clearly. My sect has the good traditions is that we have ancient lore.
You do.
And I was trying to think if there was some kind of like, fatigue curse or something that would maybe match things that I've had to study about. Anything like that.
Okay, so that's something you just have, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's just a description of my sect. So
I will let you trying to think if you have a skill that allows this to happen, but
I mean, I don't want it to be sharp, but I think that's probably, if it was going to be anything, it's probably has to be that.
Well, you have the good traditions, and your good traditions are ancient lore.
Yeah, I have ancient lore and fighting arts.
I don't want you to fail this because this is a one shot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
And we'll count and if you want to feel good about it, we can count it as part of your
Oh sure, yeah. We could count it as one of my fortunes.
One of your fortunes. Fortune, knowing that you already had to have something. It is.
Also, like, I love this jacket for the bit, but
warm.
It is wool and leather.
Yeah. This is not. So there's histories and tales and tales and tales of people using different kinds of magics to curse each other with things like fatigue. Obviously, even accusations in the Salem witch trials had people being like, yes, and then she cursed me with fatigue. It's like, you have depression.
Yeah.
So to that end, it's a little obscured. However, you do know that, and something does catch in the back of your brain as you focus on this a little more. Especially because you were hit with it too. You realized for a moment that you were also really hung up on finding out who was the captain of the football team.
Yeah.
You can feel that letter from Cambridge in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy. Even and it kind of starts feeling like and you kind of think back to stories of Morgan Le Fay, who had magicians traditionally will go after heroes and just sort of heighten things that are already happening in their lives to make it worse.
Oh.
And you're starting to feel that might be something, that might be the direction you're headed. But I'll give you the but, because again, we're using your actual fortune. That energy has to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't feel like it's, because when someone steals something like your energy from you, it has to go somewhere.
Right. Okay.
In the meantime, it's just Howie, it seems like. So maybe it's just a little thing.
Yeah, and I just got like the sort of
Yeah, you had a moment of it just because you were in
contact.
contact.
Okay, so I'm mostly okay again.
Yeah.
All right. Babe.
Yeah.
This seems like a draining curse.
Okay.
Like something's locked onto Howie.
Okay.
And I'm feeling a little bit better, so I don't think it's targeting me, but it's got to be going somewhere. And I think we got to find a way to track this down.
Okay, tell me what to kick.
Okay. So Clara, is there maybe a big magic ritual or something that would be able to backtrace this curse?
You can do some big magic about it.
Okay.
It will require some things to do the thing. So you want to backtrace using big magic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you spend a lot of time to do it. I'm going to, in that case, because you have kind of your little coven with this little group of Scooby Gang. It is big magic.
And also, I'm suggesting big magic because there's no die roll with it.
Yeah, I know. I feel that. It is going to put you in danger if you start looking for this. Because if you look for it, it can find you.
Danger's my middle name.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is legally danger. I love that.
No, it's not. It's my car's name.
Greg Danger. You're not Greg Danger Goodnow?
No.
All right. In fairness, you in the future, Rachel will have convinced you not to make your middle name Trains.
Right.
And also, Bastian's middle name was this close to being Danger.
all three of the kids have almost been danger. Yeah.
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 There was also like a touch and go where Rowan was almost named Hurricane, but we won't get into it. But yeah, if you look into it, it will find you. You're gonna need some weird supplies because I love weird ingredients, and specifically it will be. But yeah, no.
Could it be like some stuff from the baking aisle kind of stuff?
So. Yeah.
You need a tray of burned brownies.
It's not quite the cooking aisle. So you're gonna make. This is very stupid. I'm gonna get real stupid with it.
Great, let's go.
So, Sandy looks between the two. He's like, "What is happening here?" Should we get Kathy?
I mean, we're probably gonna need everybody on this. Like, Howie's in danger.
Yeah.
We need to. Like, it's gonna drain him dry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just throw Howie over my shoulder. I'm very strong.
You are.
And we're just gonna go back down to the car.
Okay.
And I walk by Mrs. Peeves, and she's cleaning something, so she doesn't really look. So bye, Mrs. Peeves.
She is polishing those cherished memories.
Yeah. Yes.
Like figurines.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many. You didn't know that there were as many as they have. The props department went crazy.
Yeah, and they're all unique.
They're
no doubles.
all unique.
Yeah.
And they all have personalities, which is why you got to get out fast or she will tell you about them.
Yeah.
There was that one episode where they came to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bye, Mrs. Peeves. We're just taking Howie to school.
I grabbed Howie's backpack, too.
Yeah.
I just, jammed some stuff in there that looks like it goes, and
yeah.
He's probably way more organized than Greg is, but...
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely going to school.
Okay, kids. She waves as you guys leave. Pile in the car. Howie more piled than everyone else. Are you headed to school, actually?
Well, what is our shopping list consist of?
Your shopping list consists of flour, water, and egg. Just the one. An egg. It needs the memory of something that is so embarrassing you had to flee the scene. Like a moment you felt like you needed to flee, but
babe, I'm sorry, we gotta go to the school.
And it needs a forked stick. Like a Y-shaped stick.
Sure. So look, the home ec room is gonna have most of what we need.
Okay.
Oh, also tomato sauce.
Okay.
And cheese.
Yeah. Cooking class.
There's
it's a pizza streaked with sadness.
there is a, if you look at the recipe, it does say olives and anchovies optional.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
How
look,
dare you get to my
this is what it's going to take to try to track where this magic's coming from. So,
Okay.
It's an old Italian ritual.
yeah. I mean, the elders found it. It wasn't one that we made up, but they found it was in the research, and it's supposed to work.
From a
Pizza
striga.
pie.
Yeah, like your big book of I almost said Templar. Your big book of round table.
You did this to yourself.
To me.
It's autograph all over again.
No.
You weren't there for it, but now it's you. You're free, Adam. Adam, you're free.
You're free. I did it.
I love. You see, there's round table pizza. All of the spells are just pizza recipes.
Yes.
That's why round table pizza exists.
It was. I was gonna say it was a striga who'd come through and was going to teach you. No, ancient round table match.
Round table pizzas are secret meeting spots.
Yeah.
For knights descendants.
Every game I'm in has to have a chain restaurant become a focal point.
What happened to Buffalo of 3B? No.
Oh, that's still important. That's
3W?
still
Yeah.
very important. They are sponsoring the reboot, but Round Table
Yeah.
Pizza
Right.
sponsored this series.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We got there.
But yeah, we have to get this stuff from the school because the embarrassment that is so deep, that's a thing that happened at school for sure.
It does need that. So we're gonna move forward.
Yeah.
You get to the school. Are you holding up in home econ or where are you gonna hide to do the thing?
Yeah, because I think in like first period where they're gotta go to homeroom and stuff, nobody has homeroom in home ec.
No one has homeroom.
So we gotta like try and boogie and get stuff while no one's in there.
Absolutely.
Sandy, why don't you go make sure that we're all present right now? That would be really helpful.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she sprints to the computer lab.
Yeah.
As she sprints, there's we cut really fast as she skids past Kathy's homeroom, and does the pointing, gesticulating wildly, and Kathy turns and I have to go to the bathroom and leaves as well. So she can join your Scooby Gang from witch related things. But yeah, so Sandy is off to do to make sure you guys are present using the school computers. And the rest of you are headed to home ec. Howie is still being carried because he's not going to move any faster.
Yeah.
Actually,
I imagine how it we get to home ec and how it just sits and puts his head down on the table and is out for a second.
you find it kind of hard to sneak to home ec, but also incredibly easy because the halls are still filled with students who are moving incredibly slowly.
Oh no.
This seems like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta track this down. This is hitting everybody.
Yeah, a kid shoulders their way past you guys. I have to get to class.
Is there a way I can help Babe? Because this is your thing.
I
I'm calling you Babe. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
I'm yes. Can you clear us a path?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to clear a path. What do you want me to roll for that?
I don't want you to do harm to anyone.
Well, no.
Yeah, no. Why don't you roll tough?
Yeah.
Or how are you gonna clear the path?
I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna what can I roll protect someone?
Yeah, you can roll and say you're
Oh.
protecting someone.
I'm protecting Greg and Howie and Howard.
Yeah, I think I take Howie over my shoulder. I'm like, wow, he's way heavier than you made it look.
Oh yeah. I can do stuff sometimes. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 13.
Yeah, you deftly move through the crowd and kind of nudge everyone along the way as you're
Excuse
walking.
Hey.
Kathy scurries next to you. She's dressed full the craft. She's always
Yes,
been kind of
thank you.
that kind of person. But she swings in next to you. What are we doing? Why are you carrying Howie? Also, are you two together?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're girlfriend boyfriend now.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
For real this time.
yeah, for real.
Okay, well,
it's gonna stick. Yeah.
At least that's what the bones told me anyway.
Good. Good. I'm glad the bones are on our side.
Well,
Yeah.
they should be, because
No,
I'll throw them out otherwise.
No, I saw it in the stars, so it makes sense.
Yeah, no, yeah, stars.
I didn't want to. I don't want to make it weird, but I did see it in the stars last night. So like.
Okay. Well, you know, I just like you a lot.
Well, I always was rooting for you, Lucian, who...
Yeah, is this like early enough in season 4 where there's still like a cliffhanger of where he is? Where is he?
I don't know.
Okay.
And,
Anyway, there's like a sleeping curse.
Yeah.
Greg can tell you more.
Yeah, it's draining everybody. I'm not exactly sure which curse it is, but I do know how to trace it back. So...
Okay, so you're doing the whole, like, mirror in the water and, like, the, first breath of a child,
It's a little different from that, but, everything we need is in home ec.
Okay.
We got to do a round table pizza.
Night magic? Like, all right, whatever.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah, Kathy has low opinion of the Knights of the Round Table thing, because she was the only magic user before Greg joined the gang.
Yeah.
And I'm a magic user in the way that, like, I'm a sorcerer and she's a wizard.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm like, I don't even study. I just like.
Yeah, it is really that. Like, she has like her knitting circle and thing, and like she like she has she does her own things, and it's like weird that you just show up and are like a legacy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys get to the home ec room, and you can start working on your spell if you'd like.
Yeah. And we're also gonna need a stick in the shape of a Y. Like a wishbone kind of thing.
Okay, I'll go find that. That can't be that hard.
Cafeteria.
Awesome.
Yeah. You start working, and Kathy has nothing helpful to say to you as you work.
Yeah.
Just light ribbing.
Sure.
Maybe a little less light, but she does backseat spellcast a little bit with you. But you fashion yourself. You make the dough. You don't play with it too much because it'll overproof. You fold in inside of it the tomato sauce and cheese. No cheese.
So we're making more of a calzone.
You're making a calzone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have to know when, like, if it should be calzone, if it should be.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Pizza. If it. Yeah.
And after just roll for me like a weird. I just want to see how good you are at making what you're making.
How about a 10?
Excellent. Kathy looks at you, arms crossed, she kind of leans over the thing, and she's like, I probably wouldn't have... Well, did you add anything else to your calzone?
No, I think he's pretty strict with recipes. Which is why he's so annoyed about the brownies. Like, they were gonna be good. They were actually right, but lost track of time in that oven.
You know, if you do a margarita variation on it, your homunculus won't come out as puffy.
I was going for puffy on purpose, Kathy.
Okay.
I totally wasn't, but like, that's the only possible answer.
How good are you at sculpting in general?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the last thing you need to do is imbue it with the magic, like that fight or flight magic.
Okay.
Specifically flight.
Yeah.
So what you have fashioned is a Pillsbury Doughboy looking calzone.
Yeah.
With his tummy all full of pizza innards.
It's so funny.
He has like a little head, and you've sculpted it with a 10. You've sculpted a pretty good little guy.
Yeah.
The old pizza guy.
Little pizza guy.
Great.
He just needs the Y-shaped stick.
Yeah.
And your embarrassment.
Yeah. So I was planning on feeding Howie's embarrassment into that.
Go for it.
Because I'm gonna ask him about so I know he's like kind of half asleep on the desk. I'm like, hey, Howie, you remember where I found you on April 1st last year? You were in your locker.
Yeah.
Not at your locker. You were in your locker.
Yeah, I do.
Would you give me that memory, please? And so, sorry, let me rewind that a little bit.
Yeah.
Can I have that memory, please? Just like, if I ask it quickly enough, Howie will just give it to me.
Yeah. I don't think Howie is fully on board with the whole like Scooby Gang. It's season 4, season 5, season 4.
He's
No, but
probably
it's-
He's been initiated. He's the last to know.
But it's a trick of the magic, right?
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like, if I can like surprise you with the question.
Yeah, you can have that.
Okay.
I don't have any change on me.
No, you're good, bro. And I just like wipe his forehead a little bit and then like take this little like swirling silver mass and pummel my hand.
Excellent. Yeah, you have the time that Howie was told that there is a hack to get like to get to another like secret passages.
Yeah.
You close the locker and then you go through it.
Yeah.
And he just ended up stuck.
Yeah.
And he had his like pants caught in the door.
Yeah.
So they couldn't either open it nor close it without him having to remove his pants.
Yeah.
First.
Like, or they finally like ripped it open and he fell out and his pants were caught and he like fell out of his pants.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there we go. You're not going to need that or want it. Oh God, I forgot about that. Okay. That wedgie was so bad.
Yeah.
And then, I just kind of like tucked that into the little doughboy's head and like
you
closed
fold
the
that
jet.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little shame-filled pizza boy.
Yeah. He knows what he did.
He's full of shame and pizza. Yeah.
Yeah. That old 90s song.
I gotta find a Y stick.
You gotta find a Y stick.
I'm gonna like.
That's his flux capacitor.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Don't let me come up with plots.
I'm gonna go to like there's like a lost and found in the basement that's just full of junk, and we very frequently find stuff there that we need. So I'm gonna go there.
Okay. As you do in the basement. I won't. I will hold it. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You're digging around. Roll just a little bit. Roll a sharp. I just want to see what you get.
That's a 7.
7 will do it. You find, in kind of the school basement, like, lockup, like, the stuff that is confiscated from all of the students. It is locked up, but you are a chosen one of the 90s. You can probably get through it with a, bobby pin.
Yeah.
You find a slingshot.
Yeah.
Works perfectly. Okay.
Perfect.
Let's take off the sling. All right. And I go back up to the computer lab or the
Home ec.
Home ec room, yeah.
The home ec room. I'm like, look at this, got this, babe. See, I call him babe now.
Oh, babe, that is perfect.
Callie. Oh. We're good. She awesome.
Also give like an inappropriate kiss, like as you hand it off, like you know.
I was rooting for you. You place the slingshot on the little doughboy, and it like kind of melts into the body.
Yeah.
That all goes in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes.
Right.
I have no idea how long calzones are supposed to take. This is magic. We go to commercial break. We don't. He comes back. I realize this is the wrong time to go to commercial break. 15 minutes passes. You pop that little. You open the door, and a little guy sits up.
It's a little guy.
It's just a little guy. He smells like pizza.
It's a pizza guy.
I didn't burn it.
He like gets off the. Because we had you roll, well, because this is big magic. So this is a.
Yeah, it just works.
It just works. Big magic's supposed to be embarrassing and weird.
Yeah.
Don't worry. He gets up from the tray, still hot. And he looks at the two of you. And he looks at you and goes, and reaches his arms up.
Oh yeah, up.
And
Yeah,
wiggles his fingers.
Yeah, uppies. I got you, buddy.
So you're holding a calzone boy.
Yeah, I'm kind of holding him like a football, sort of. Like
Yeah.
he can sit up in the crook of my arm here.
Yeah, he's like wiggling around, like he's human shaped, but like he is also sculpted by a high school jock. So like he's more like a circle with nubbins for arms and legs and like a little face.
A smaller circle for a head.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Kevin's like, "Aw."
Did you know my mom thinks you wouldn't make a very good dad? I should show her a photo of this.
I probably
You
don't take a
should.
picture though. This is weird.
No.
Uh,
You're gonna be such a good dad.
I hadn't really thought about it before, but
I mean,
thanks.
if you're such a good dad to our little like embarrassed pizza man.
babe, that's so cool of you to say.
Yeah.
You hear a high-pitched whining coming from your tiny pizza man, your pizza son,
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
as that memory starts to take hold and your calzone boy starts to like vibrate.
Yeah. So, hey, buddy, we need to find his curse, the one that memory came from. Where's the curse?
And the little your little calzone golem just sprints. I'm a monster. Hops out of your arms, lands with the sound of a pizza hitting the ground. He gets up. He falls face flat. He gets up, and he starts running.
Oh, yeah.
And this
okay.
is the kind of run that only a homunculus made out of a baked good can run. We are all familiar with those stories.
Yeah.
As the little stinky cheese gingerbread man of a calzone boy
Yeah.
starts sprinting
Yeah.
through the halls.
It's
of this
impossibly fast.
school. He is incredibly fast. You gave him a very embarrassing memory.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all can go after him.
I'm booking after my shameful pizza boy.
And I'm following her because she can clear the path.
Yeah.
And I should say, like, Greg is not a linebacker, right? Like he's a quarterback. He's like strategic and thoughtful and like, follows behind a blocker.
Yeah. Proto Bastian sprints down the hall.
Yeah, the plushy pizza dough guys like really blew up. It's always at Comic-Con. Like,
yeah.
That's yeah.
So many crochet versions of them.
Yeah.
There's so many photos of Autumn at a comics convention posing with someone in the pizza.
Yeah.
Little pizza guy.
It's like a deep cut cosplay that
Yeah.
He is off. You are all sprinting after him, I assume.
Yep.
Chasing a pizza guy down the hall. I would love you guys to roll cool for this.
Okay. That I'm a little better.
Or you can argue for a different skill.
I'm rolling cool.
But you're sprinting down the hall after a pizza guy.
Oh yeah, we're good.
I somehow got a 9.
I got a 7.
Annoying. I wanted to fail.
7 to 9. You do it. Oh goodness, excuse me. You do it.
The curse is catching.
The curse is catching. It is. You see as you're running through the halls after your little pizza guy. 7 to 9 is a success.
But
it's a but.
Success with but.
Success with but. But yeah, your principal is sort of like starting to stalk the halls. Actually, vice principal. It's always a vice principal. They don't have anything to do with it.
The principal has shit to do.
Yeah, the principal has shit to do. So the vice principal is stalking the hall and sees the group of you running, and he, hey, what are you? And little pizza guy has sprinted past this guy's legs. He has not noticed the golem.
Hi, Vice Principal Mills. Bye, Vice Principal Mills.
Oh, rough. Rough.
What?
Yeah, just keep running.
Do you try? You try to like anything?
Do
No?
what? No, I
just breeze past him.
Yeah, we're like, I'm late for class.
What? Like, Vice Principal Mills fully just you ghost him. He'll follow up with you guys later.
Yeah, that's fine. That's worth a detention. Like,
yeah, both you're either getting detention or both of your parents are getting calls.
Rachel.
Probably both. You get a little fist shake.
Mhm.
Slackers.
Yeah. Kathy, all close behind you guys. She's lives in detention. All of you
Your only visit detention.
Yes.
I was born here.
Yes. Rachel, Kathy lived in detention. She bows and keeps running. You guys follow your pizza son through the campus.
Chat makes a good point. We do shout, Vice Principal Mills, we are boyfriend, girlfriend now.
Oh my God.
We do have to get permission to date from our supervisor.
Yeah. Fill out the
You-
HR forms.
You follow the tracks. You can see as you're running, your little pizza man is almost out of sight, but you guys catch up again. He is headed to the school multi-purpose room. You have an audit because this is a school that I get to make up. You have an auditorium where you would go
Right.
for school plays and all of those things. You have a cafeteria, which is the place where people eat food. You have a multi-purpose room, which is a large space that could be a cafeteria if this was a real public school, but is instead kind of where they hold dances and things like that. And in this case is sometimes where club meetings are.
There's one basketball hoop just in case.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It swings down from
Yeah.
the leg.
Yeah.
But and your little pizza man scurries into the multi-purpose room where you are seeing banners start decorations have been hung up by students moving way too slowly, made looking slower because of the speed of your little guy. As it looks like there's a mixer later tonight in here. But Pizza Man keeps running. He circles the space, and then he starts going to the storage room, which is around the corner and down a set of stairs.
Okay.
Underneath the multipurpose room. And he's now suddenly foiled by the enemy of all RPG players everywhere, a closed door. And you see, so you guys catch up to your little pizza guy, standing at the base of the door, going like this, with his arms up and kind of hopping.
Okay. I pick him up.
Okay.
This is so cute.
He's so stupid.
Does he want to do the doorknob?
Uh,
I'm going to hold him out, see if he wants to turn the doorknob.
yeah, little pizza guy, leaps at the
His nubbin
doorknob.
hands.
It's a handle, so
Yeah.
with his little stubby hands, he manages to clamp on and swing the doorknob down, the handle down.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get into the storage room where he lands with a splat. There's a little bit of pizza or calzone innards as he
Just a little bit of red goo.
gets up and scrabbles down the stairs. He does have to turn and
Scoot down,
Scoot down
scoot
them.
down the stairs. Okay, actually,
backwards. He takes the stairs
I'm
back.
just gonna scoop him up and run down the stairs.
Um,
Unless he doesn't want to be scooped up.
he's moving pretty fast.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just follow him. My concern was he was taking too long, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to just follow him.
So you guys follow him down the stairs?
Yeah.
Cool. The storage room is dark. You can hear the little tip 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 of the good crust that
Yeah, calzone feet.
the little calzone feet on laminate.
What every parent loves
Yeah.
to hear. The sweet sound of little calzone feet
Yeah,
on
that-
laminate.
Look, that dough came out really well. I'm surprised it
It's-
got a little flaky, but not.
It has that good
Yeah.
snappy. I'm gonna say a word that I hate. It's a phrase. It has a good snappy bottom, like all good
Yeah.
pizza crust should have.
Would love a snappy bottom
Love
here.
a snappy bottom. uh, but yeah, you can hear his little calzone feet. And then the little tapping stops. It's dark in the basement in the storage room.
I'm gonna look for a light switch.
Yeah, you can't hear your calzone friend anymore.
Hey, buddy.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and find the light switch on the wall.
This is because it's this is a television show. You find a light. This basement storage area is lit by I guess naked bulbs. Like, it's weirdly lit. Mood lighting all around. Normal shelves. You can see a little trail of calzone from your little guy leading deeper into the basement. I assume you're following it through.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as you go through, the basement seems to be larger than one would expect for a storage facility in a public school, specifically because it's a storage facility, and it's not the basement you usually look for. The poured cement floor is nothing like the other buildings in the facility, because you're just in the basement finding something else.
Yeah.
This is not the same one at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's different about it?
It's much more raw. Like, again, like it was laminate before. You seem to, in following him, they have stopped finishing this area. They just poured cement with like cinder block walls.
Are there like shelves of stuff
so
or boxes?
There were boxes and shelves as you went through it, and like your little guy seems to have made it around a corner you didn't know was there. And now you're seeing what looks like it starts out looking like leftover science room supplies, which is weird because, again, this is in the science area of the wing of the school. And you start, but as you see all of the like science supplies, and then you notice some of them are full. And as you go through, you find, like the space opens up, and there is, there are these big vats of bubbling liquid. And yeah, like some occultish looking things around, some mad science-ish looking things. This is clearly somebody's lab.
Okay, but nobody's in here.
Nobody's in here, including no pizza golem.
Oh, where does the trail lead?
Good question. You follow the trail through. I'm gonna have you roll sharp for this to see how surprised you are gonna get.
Should I also roll sharp?
Yeah.
9.
I got a 10.
Nice.
Awesome. So you aren't surprised by this. You turn the corner, and because you hear chewing.
No.
As a hunched. I can only describe this as like a Frankenstein's monster-looking teen hunches over your little pizza boy, like eating his round calzone tummy.
Stay away from my son.
It looks up like this thing looks up at you and stands and keeps standing until his head hits the ceiling.
That's one of my favorite camera things they do, of like when somebody stands and then they're actually like not centered properly, and like just to indicate that.
His head hits the ceiling as he looks up from the carnage of your calzone child.
So dark.
So sorry. He's eating a calzone. It is a Frankenstein's monster eating a calzone. He's wearing a Letterman jacket.
That calzone was my son. And I'm having some feelings about it.
Yeah.
He's super camp.
You know what? He was our son.
I was going to name him Corey Cheese. How did you feel about that name?
I think that's great.
It, like, the thing...
All I can hear is, not my buttons! Not my gumdrop buttons!
The thing, like, looks at you too, and as it is, like, full, like, Saturn consuming his children energy with the Goya painting. And it looks up at you for a moment. You have a second to, like, react before
I'm gonna kill this person.
Yeah, absolutely, you should.
I rolled a 9 for kick some ass.
Why don't you kick some ass?
Give me back my son!
Give me back my son! You guys are gonna inflict harm on each other.
Sure.
How do you try kick this thing's ass?
I have a staff, and like it is like I fold it up, and it's like just kind of constantly like tucked here, but I can pull it out at a moment's notice and give it a little flick. it's got a long diamond blade, and it's very heavy, and it's very long, so I can like swipe it out. And
where does your staff come from? Do you know?
what do you mean?
Like, did you get it from someone? Did you find it?
Because
I have an answer for you otherwise.
I want to hear your answer.
I won't tell you specifically. I will say you draw your staff, and the thing doesn't react to you then. So it actually backs off a little bit.
Okay.
Are you still going to attack it?
Does it seem like a student, or does it seem like a
it's
monstrous
dressed like a
student?
student.
It's dressed like
It has a Letterman's
probably
jacket.
was a student at some point.
All right, I'm gonna give it a little stab through the shoulder.
Mostly a student.
Yeah, it is student adjacent. So you stab it in the shoulder with this glaive, and it looks shocked. Like, how could you do this to me? Like, almost like it was not expecting you to wielding that staff to hit it. And in its reaction, takes a swipe at you.
Okay.
Just big, hand, like bulbous hand swinging on you. It's not so much that this thing looks like it's made of other people. It looks like this thing, it's like, I'm gonna use another really gross phrase, like poorly cased sausage. Like there's too much inside of it.
Is it almost
to
like
fit the outside?
Like if a student was a bad Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like a Hulk, but no one took an anatomy class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so you'll take two, what's your staff do?
Looks like 3 harm.
That rad. You'll take 2 harm in response to being backhanded.
Can I roll a protect on that?
Yeah, you can.
But before she takes the damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Prevent harm to another character. Yeah, okay. That's an 8. On a 7+, you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. And also, I say, don't hit my girlfriend!
I'm glad you told the weird monster thing that you, you get between this thing and Rachel as it backhands you instead. Okay. So you have a chance to pull your glaive for the next thing.
Do I take all 2 of it?
You'll take all 2 of it.
Okay, good.
Thanks, babe.
I got you.
And it took 3. Cool. It lets out. How mean am I gonna be? I'm gonna be kind of mean. It makes a sound that honestly sounds like it doesn't make a monstrous roar. It kind of sounds like one of your peers. You can't place the voice. Mm-hmm. It just sounds. It has the same voice as any other teen would have, mm-hmm. And it just like kind of like sigh, like makes a pained sound as it swings at you. You pulled the glaive from it, but it's gonna swing on you again because it's just upset.
Okay.
I'm like, stop! Just back up. I'm just.
I want to duck.
I'm yelling at the monster.
Yeah,
not her.
It'll roll. I guess I'll roll to change harm.
Well, I mean, you could just take a hard move if you want.
I don't like it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a hard move. It does swing on you again.
Okay.
It swings on you again. Because actually, no, it swings on you.
I put myself in there. Yeah.
It's upset. It's been freshly fed. But it's not armed, so you do just have 2 fists to deal with. It's just gonna try to swing on you. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. What 2 harm?
Yeah, it'll give you 2 harm for a swing.
I'm now into the
and
4 or more, so I mark unstable.
Okay.
I'm unstable.
And you can negate damage if you'd
like. Right. How does that work again?
If I swing on you, oh my god, why is it? Well, my computer's would like me to update, so give me 2 seconds.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna spend 1 of my luck to negate that second hit.
Yeah, why don't you? Me trying to Computer, please stop this right now.
And so I'd like it that I got hit and got thrown into like a a whole shelf, like those metal weird stacking shelves that like.
And you tumble to the ground and like things start to smash.
But didn't actually get hurt.
Actually, when you hit it, a couple like some of those vats, you like one of those vats tumbles, and like cracks on the ground, and like the purple liquid from it evaporates almost instantly, like sublimates.
Okay.
Weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. The things like screams again, and it's like a preteen when their voice crack yells. Yeah. That's kind of the sound it makes. But yeah, it's gonna keep swinging on you if you don't swing.
Yeah, I want to try to do a manipulate someone.
Do it.
Charm is not my thing. But yeah, I'm trying to get it to stand down and hopefully convince Rachel not to stab it for a second.
Yeah.
But so that's versus a normal person. This is versus a hunter. Oh, that's right. You can't do this to a monster.
Oh, well.
You need a special thing to be able to charm a monster.
Unfortunately, this is definitely a monster.
Yeah. So yeah, I am going to say, like, just back up and talk to us. What is going on? And I'm trying to protect myself and like that sort of thing as I'm like getting out of this mess of stuff.
It doesn't seem to understand what you are saying.
Okay.
It does actually back up though. Like whether it's your hand motions or something, it doesn't seem to like register, want to listen to you, but it is kind of doing the like moving away. Slowing down.
Also, I assume I don't just carry a giant axe around school.
You probably don't.
So I'm in this mess I'm getting up out of. Is there like a piece of rebar or some kind of like
you can find a
just junk that I can pick up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you have found like a hefty push broom.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm giving up on this person being able to be like saved. I'm just gonna like try and gut them with my spear.
Yeah.
So I will kick some ass yet again, and that's a 13.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
that's what we needed.
Let's go.
Yeah. What do you do?
I take my spear and I just like heft it and I just drive it straight into the gut of this thing because that's where my son is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right into the gut of this thing. As you do, it seems to also start to like deflating. The same way that vat that was pushed over sort of sublimated out. He's not bleeding. He's just
purple stuff coming out of him.
Purple stuff. It has maybe a second to hit the air before it just starts to dissipate. And he kind of deflates until what is left is the like is like a crash test dummy looking thing wearing a too big Letterman jacket and like dressed kind of like he's getting ready for like church, like a nice slacks and a button down kind of, but it's just like a crash test.
But it's a dummy.
Thing.
Yeah,
it's definitely a doll.
Oh my god. What the hell?
The remains of your calzone boy are nowhere to be seen.
I mean, I knew he wouldn't last forever, but I thought we'd have longer.
Yeah. You're like really good with him.
That's so cool. Like, thank you. I didn't know that I like had that instinct.
Like, I probably like maybe I won't have anything to do with this at all, but like I hope you get to have a son someday. I think you'd be really good at that.
I think we'd probably both be good at it, honestly. Like
me too?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay, and then awkward teenager is gonna take over that was like some high level shit.
Yeah, the thing where you like brush up against, oh right.
There's a future of life and like what happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah, the monster is
There's
gone,
nobody else in here. Or...
Kathy catches up with you, like having had followed you to like the multi-purpose room, but then not downstairs. And I was like, what happened? Like, did you...
This thing
that had been animated. It was full of this purple stuff.
Like the commercials?
Do you know what this is? No, it was like pumped up.
Yeah, it was like a big, like weird, like purple, like thing.
Yeah, and it was a pumped up kick.
And he ate our son.
Yes.
Sorry, your golem, your little homunculus thing.
Yeah.
And never even said if it was good or not.
His name was Corey Cheese.
Okay, a professional witch opinion, not professional, but would likely be one day. As someone who's been doing this way longer than certain people, again, a thing she has been heckling Greg you about forever. Don't get attached to those things. They are always...
Well, we knew that like he was not going to be around that long, but we thought we'd have more than like 15 minutes.
Okay, well...
Yeah, sorry my magical tradition going back 1,000 years isn't good enough for you, but, whatever.
We're not going to get into this. I don't use the same magical... we use vaccinations and things, and yet everyone wants to go back to the old ways for the other... whatever. Kathy is like, where are we? Like, looking around.
We're school basement, I guess, but I've definitely never been down here.
Yeah, I've not been here either.
No, that one tipped over and all the purple stuff just evaporated.
Well, what's the purple stuff?
I don't know. I was hoping
You're like a magic person, right?
Oh,
you
yeah,
can figure it out.
She kind of like wanders through it. She like kind of makes a big show of like, I'm gonna summon the spirits. She goes, I don't know, man. Is there a book somewhere we can look at?
All right. Let me get a feel for this. Alchemy's maybe more of my people's thing, so I should be able to get a good sense of this.
Yeah. Kathy reserves a specific withering glare for you in particular, and you get it probably once an episode.
Unnoticed. So, use magic, I think, is that cool?
I'll let you use magic or sharp.
I'm
give me a little bit of a wrap up for this. So
I'd rather roll weird if they
roll your
use
weird
magic thing. Okay. I'm gonna communicate with something that doesn't share language with me. That's Vat.
That. Fucking,
That's a 13.
Great.
Oh, sorry, 11. It's 11, not 13.
It's an 11. Okay, fine.
It's only an 11.
Yeah. Don't you can communicate with
No. I was being sarcastic.
I will say it is magic. You're looking for magic.
Yeah.
I have somehow closed all of my notes. You are looking around. You extend your senses the way your father has taught you to like kind of get in touch with
Yeah, I put this like eye on, it's like evil eye kind of thing, but it's the good eye.
I might get weird for a second. So you kind of see something within you that is like mitochondrially passed down to you. So this is like memory from your family. Sees notes around the space and symbols, like things have been arranged in a way, like just the furniture in the room, etc., has been arranged in ways that something within you recoils at. It is something that pings to you as the way that, like, when the first Christians came to the area that your family is from and started messing with and started trying to like teach people their religion and kind of take over those spaces. That same feeling of like they're bringing something here that you don't want. Yeah. Like that feeling kind of.
Yeah, something that started to separate us from the old gods.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
That very organized, decentralized, except for one hierarchical being, that is antithetical to how the gods have like been. You also remember this feeling from one other place, because I'm sure in the last 4 seasons, well, last 2.5 since you kind of really started getting into this arc, you've reached out with your magic in Rachel's house. And it is that same feeling.
Oh. Okay.
With an 11, which is very, very good. The other thing you can think about is you look at like that doll that is laid out, and this place, which is so weirdly magically clinical, would never do this is the first time you've noticed this, like this particular spell has gone off. And they didn't try it on anything living.
Okay.
Because this is obviously a facility. This is a doll.
This is an experiment then.
Yeah. This seems like it was practice.
Okay. That's not good.
And that's what you get from extending your senses.
No. So I convey that.
Yeah.
My house?
Well, there's a vibe. I don't know. You remember when your parents were out and we were gonna hang out at your place, and then
and you're going to Blockbuster and chill.
Yeah. And when I got back from Blockbuster, I walked in and kind of passed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't because I had 7-Eleven sushi. It was a energy that I had to close myself off to.
Interesting. There must be a weird curse on my house or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably
super weird, yeah.
Yeah, we should. I mean, we maybe should look a little closer at that. It really threw me because I wasn't expecting it.
Babe, that sounds like a really good season arc.
Awesome. Agreed.
But yeah, I will say it feels more like you ever go into you ever go on the there's a Reddit thread, Facebook group, bathrooms with hostile energy.
No.
Or okay, yeah, look it up. Rooms with hostile energy. It's not someone here to stab you, but in that why is there a toilet in the kitchen energy? Where it's this is wrong and no one should be here. That's how that Rachel's parents decor makes you feel.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that is the end of your little adventure.
Hey.
We got a pizza son.
You got a pizza son, and he was immediately eaten by a fake teen.
Can we do just a quick wrap-up scene with my mom?
Yeah. Would you like to?
Yeah.
Where do you want to?
I just think it's just she is at the mixer.
Yeah.
And they're all going to go to Mission Impossible. So Rachel just walks up to her mom and is like, listen, I'm going to go see this movie with my friends because I don't know why I need to be here.
Well, we were hoping that you could meet with the recruiters and get you excited about Summerfield, but...
I'm going to the University of Washington.
Are you?
Yeah. I just got an acceptance letter today. I decreed that this is true. I just got an acceptance letter today. I'm going to the University of Washington. I'm going to do veterinary science there, and I'm going to be done with all of this. By the way, Greg and I are boyfriend, girlfriend, and you can't say anything about it.
Your mom actually just looks at you pointedly and doesn't say anything. You said I couldn't say anything about it, so.
Great. So we're going to go see the movie, and I will pay for Washington myself if I have to. I have savings and I can get a job and it'll be fine. I'll get a scholarship too. My grades are still relatively good.
If that's how you feel you need to move forward.
Didn't you say that Dad's board had scholarships for students in situations like mine? Maybe they could give me one of those to go to Washington.
Well, it wouldn't be for Washington.
Then I guess I don't need one. I'll figure some other way out.
All right, we'll talk about this later.
Enjoy the mixer.
Yeah. She lets you leave.
Yeah. I'm going to look over at my friends, but especially my boyfriend, Greg, and be like, my mom's really nice, right?
I'm not yeah.
Yeah. She's nice. She's super nice. That's what I someday if I'm a mom, I want to be just like that.
I mean, I think you're going to be your own kind of mom, and that's going to be great.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully.
Cool. Yeah, and that'll be our
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, y'all had Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
It is, I assume, good because they keep making them.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
movie.
it's
Good
perfectly
movie.
good.
You
yeah,
watch Tom Cruise run
He comes
around
down
like a
from the
golden
ceiling
retriever.
and goes boop 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 boop
Yeah.
on a computer. Sandy Sandy has a religious experience seeing that.
She does. She also is incensed by the inaccuracy of the moment.
I actually remember that.
You spend the rest, like you guys go to like a diner afterwards and stuff. Howie seems better.
We go to the Happy Cup.
Yeah, you go to the Happy Cup. Howie seems better. He's he seems to have recovered from whatever happened. Crazy that. He is very upset that he didn't manage to like go to class that day because like he's our nerd. But yeah, you guys go to the Happy Cup and you listen to Sandy rant about the inaccuracies of Mission Impossible, and Kathy is needles Greg, but is ultimately.
Can I do a classic 90s episode 3 cliffhanger?
Absolutely, you can.
Cut to outside the diner and you see Lucian's face and he's like kind of looking sad and he's looking in the window at all of us talking. And he takes like one step forward and then a large hand falls on his shoulder and this is just a man's voice off camera says, "Not yet." And cut to credits.
Rad.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. So yeah. Where did the thing go? There it is. Other side of the
Can't
thing.
believe we couldn't save our pizza son.
No.
You could not save your pizza son. Thank you everyone for joining us for The World Ends Thursday, a very calzone edition. Thank you so much to our chat mods for all of your hard work. I have been watching the chat as you block repeatedly the people who would send us sexy singles in our area. How dare you?
Oh, wait, is that what I missed? Oh, dang it.
What?
And also thank you, speaking of sexy singles in our area, I would love to thank our amazing patrons who keep us ad-free and independent. It's because of you that we are able to play games we enjoy without worrying about publishing companies or system popularity, or in my case, the rules. And you can join their heroic ranks at happyjacks.org/Patreon. We'll go around and reintroduce ourselves.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Emily St. James. You can find me on the internet at Emily St. Jams at most platforms. In fact, I think the only one I'm not that is Mastodon. I never use Mastodon, so who cares? But yeah, Emily St. Jams. I do all manner of things. But yeah, I'm back at work. I'm done being on strike, and I'm back at work, and it is wonderful. And everyone can watch television again.
Oh, thank God.
Hooray.
I mean, the actors are still on strike, so
Yeah, the actors
don't watch television.
Don't talk about it if you do.
Don't talk about it. You're supposed to watch it because we don't prove that it's worth watching.
But yeah, it's time for SAG to get a good deal. It's time for UAW to get a good deal. It's time for the Kaiser workers to get a good deal.
Oh my God,
Hot labor
yes, the
summer
Kaiser workers.
continues, and I hope everyone is fortunate enough to get as good a deal as the WGA did. I'm going to throw it over to Jason, my friend and co-parent of a calzone.
It's me. Hi, I'm Jason. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter and B-Sky at It's Probably Okay. I stream on my channel on Twitch Wednesdays and Fridays with friends, video games shit. And on Sundays, I am GMing a superhero campaign called Pinnacles using the Wild Talents rule set. It's a lot of fun. And it is, I have just been rudely reminded by Clara that there will be somebody playing demigods and decide they just want to change a rule, and there's nothing I can do about it. Demigods is a game I made. If you go to probablyokgames.com, home of the okayest games around, you can find that there. There's a free quick start guide and whatever. So
I still have not played that game.
God damn
I
it.
need to play it.
So
You know what? I need to also
This was almost a demigods game.
listen, every game I'm in is either almost a demigods game or almost a what if this was just about Emily's childhood trauma. That's the only two speeds I have.
Listen, I only do stories about childhood trauma at this point. I am Clara, all over the internet as clearly _golden, except for Blue Sky where there's no underscore. And unless you're into mermaids, in which case it's mermaid_clarity. I should stop talking about it, but it's fun. yeah, join us next week. I say trepidatiously. Hopefully, our whole cast will be here. Next week for our next session, and you can catch up on past episodes if you visit happyjacks.org/worldendsthursday. And if you want to find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. I did just interrupt Emily.
No, someone in chat said that it should be called Calson, which is very good. But I'm learning German, and in German, the word for sun is Sohn. So you could say Calzone.
Yeah, calzone.
It was our Italian-German pizza shame son.
Yes.
Pizza shame, son. Listen, I love it. I love a creature made of things that should not be made of. Anyway, good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bye. See you next week. Maybe.